Movie review number 1490 is Brad Phone 2. Brad Phone 2 is a 2025 movie directed by Scott Derrickson, who also directed Brad Phone 1 and Doctor Strange 1. So this movie has Universal Pictures and Blumhouse Productions. I saw this movie on October 25th, 2025 at Cinemark Milford 16 in Milford, Ohio. So, this takes place several years after the events of the first Brad Phone film, where we got introduced to the Grabber, a serial killer who kidnaps children, including Finney. But Finney is the only known survivor of the Grabber, and as you saw in the first movie, Finney eventually makes his way out of the Grabber's hands and kills him. Several years later, his sister Gwen, who is 15, she starts to have bad dreams as she receives calls from the Brad phone, and she sees disturbing visions of 3 boys being stalked at a winter camp. Accompanied by Finn, her brother, they head to the camp to solve the mystery, only to confront the Grabber, a killer who's grown even more powerful and deaf. The Grabber may be dead, but his presence is still there. Uh-oh. And he wants revenge, because Finney is the boy who killed the Grabber. And so the Grabber wants revenge against him and Finn's sister Gwen. Can they take down the Grabber again? I would you guys see the movie for yourselves to find out, but this was really good. Ethan Hawke really does a great job at portraying the Grabber in the movie. And just like the first film, he has this mask that hides his face. Of course, there was a moment in the first film where I thought that you got to see his face unmasked. I won't say that is the case in the second film or not, but most of the time I would say he does have this mask on. So, this movie has Mason Thames as Finney, who is the Grabber's only known survivor. Madeline McGraw portrays Gwen, who is Finney's younger sister. Ethan Hawke portrays the Grabber, a serial killer who was killed by Finney in the first film. Demian Bichir portrays Armando, the supervisor of Alpine Lake Camp. This is the camp that Finney and Gwen go to in this film. Jeremy Davis portrays Terrence, who is Finney and Gwen's father. Miguel Mora portrays Ernesto, the brother of Robin, who was one of the Grabber's victims and Finney's friend. Ariana Rivers portrays Mustang, who was Armando's niece. Anna Ward portrays Hope, who is Finney and Gwen's late mother. Graham Abbey portrays Kenneth, a camp employee. Maeve Beatty portrays Barbara, another camp employee. And James Ransom portrays Max, the Grabber's brother. Ooh. So, it's interesting that the creative team who did the first Brad Phone movie decided to come back to the second movie after Scott Derrickson had an idea for the second movie. And this idea became a reality. Where in the first Brad Phone movie, Finney got trapped in the Grabber's basement. And in the second movie, Finney and Gwen go to this camp in the wilderness, but it's winter. And with a lot of snow, they are stuck there. But the Grabber's presence is among them. Especially with Gwen, who's starting to have bad dreams and is starting to sleepwalk. And this allows the Grabber to try to get his revenge. So can Finney and Gwen take down the Grabber this time? But this time, him being dead? Or will it be too late? Oh, this was really good. I feel like the stakes were definitely higher in this movie because there were more people involved. Um, Especially with Finney, who had definitely some nightmares from his experience with the grabber in the first movie. He's just trying to get over that, and hopefully, if he takes down the grabber again, maybe that will be a way of him trying to overcome what he has been going through. Especially and with Gwen, who feels bad with what happened to her brother. She doesn't want the same thing to happen to her, but after seeing the black phone and seeing visions of the grabber and other horrifying things, she starts to wonder what will happen. And she also sees visions of three dead boys who will start at this winter camp. So the movie also explores what has happened to this winter camp and what has happened to the three boys. Interesting. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie. And I have heard talks of a third movie. We will see if that will be made. But yeah, this was pretty good. So that's my movie review of Brad Film 2 Precinct 3 for this movie review. Alright, goodbye.